name's Eugene Jefferson. Before we started this compass course, I used to spend money periodically or just at the hymn. Whatever I thought I needed to get, I just go and buy it. And didn't really calculate what I was spending and didn't care what I was spending pretty much. Wasn't thinking futuristically at all. But one of the things that helped me with this course was to really focus on what's going out of my wallet versus what's coming in my wallet. And what really stood out was what the Bible has to say about how much money we spend and what we're going. The facilitators was very challenging as well. It was like bringing things from a raw perspective of how serious God was about his the finances. So it gave me a new commitment towards spending money and really evaluating certain things. Like we got challenged from the standpoint about honesty. And, little things that God see, like, did the cashier give you $5 too much? Are you going to say, hey, you gave me too much? And how you spend money. The wife don't know, she don't, well, it's not about hiding because God see it all. So that's one of the things I learned through this course as well. I knew God see it all, but it just brought more magnification to it. And I had a great time, with the teaching. And the facilitators brought life to money. And normally that's an area where no one wants to talk about. But it brought a new perspective to my mindset from the standpoint where now it's a mindset that I really evaluate before I spend it and think about futuristic terms versus just spending money. And it helps me along the way. And I just thank God for allowing us to go through this course. And it gave me a whole new mindset about finances, as well as about what God really thinks about finances through the Bible. That was one of the most shocking. I did not know the Bible has so many passages of scriptures dealing with finances. But guess what? If it's important to God to put it in there, it's important to us to learn it and watch what we do with it. So God going to hold us accountable for being stewards, and I'm just thankful that for this course to give me a new perspective on money. Thank God for this time. God bless.
And I just want to chime in as well, just really learning about what God says about money and really us being more accountable, being stewards of what God has blessed us with. I was excited that my husband could take the class with me because we are one. And we have to do our finances together. So it has forced us to do better, to sit down more, to share. We've already begun to put things into practice, looking at where we can cut in our budget. So that's been great. The other key part of that too is one of the things that stood out with me is leaving an inheritance for your children. And so it really has made us to really think about what are we passing along to our 3 children. We have 2 sons and a daughter. And so we really want them to have a better start and a good future as well. So we will be sharing those things with them and helping them to put some things in place so that they too can be able to be good stewards of their finances as well. So we're excited. We're glad we took the class and definitely want to share with others, but we're already beginning to put things into place, and we're going to continue and just looking forward to what God is going to be able to do through our obedience, through what we've learned in the class. And want to say again, thank you to our facilitators and all that we've learned and what they shared with us as well.
Amen.
Awesome. I'm Angela Crowley, and I am one of the co-facilitators for this class. And I have to say that it's been amazing going through this class again, even as a co-facilitator, forced me to tighten some things up that I'd forgotten about. And even tonight we were discussing how we need to keep it in front of us. Don't tuck the book away. That we need to stay focused on it because it's really easy to just get right back into those bad habits. I really would love for my family and really everyone that I know and love to go through this course because it is the only way to be truly financially set, and I'm just excited. They were fantastic, never missed a class, which blew my mind, never sick, here before me, even a couple of weeks, but just grateful to you for the opportunity to be able to co-facilitate and to be able to do something that's obviously important to God, so it has to be important to me. And that's to really be mindful of where every single penny of my money goes. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Even though this was my first time as a lead facilitator, I couldn't have asked for a better experience. We had excellent students. The Jeffersons were excellent students, and as Angela said, they never missed a class. And I was just thankful for that experience, thankful for having eager students. And the other thing about it is that when you facilitate the course, you learn more about
That's true.
navigating finances God's way. Even though you, as a student, I sat through the course for 9 weeks, it still wasn't enough. And even though I co-facilitated the class, it still wasn't enough. I'm still learning. Even though I have this title as a facilitator, I'm still learning, still growing, and hopefully I can take a few more people with me as I continue to learn and grow.
Right?